So maybe I can give you an example, right?
Yeah.
Situation like I have to give all these medications,
Yeah.
you know, and it's so that, it's like, okay, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. Okay, so here's I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, right? And then it should all be fine.
Mhm.
Um, but just that mental preparation, because I have to be mentally prepare, right? I have to even prepare the medication physically before I give it, right? So just that act of, okay, I have to do this, I'm doing this now. As I'm doing this, I'm kind of like getting anxious.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're right. It's going into the future. Like
Yeah,
what's gonna
anxiety
happen.
is always about future.
Yeah,
Worry is always about future.
it's just, yeah.
Fear is
Yeah.
always about
I don't know
future.
how to stop that. It's gonna keep coming.
By just that's why we you spoke on like Monday by just being here now, which you already are, but by you know being present to the body, being present to the breath can really ground the attention here now and stop like kind of floating away into future, which is thought. And that kind of floating away into thought is what creates even more of this fear. Like I said, it like amplifies it, creates all this anxiety and worry. But that is then creating resistance to what is. And what is actually there's a feeling here that there's actually a resistance to feeling. And that resistance uh to that feeling, you don't know what that feeling is. You don't need to know what it is, but you need to feel it. But we could give it some names, it would feel like hopeless, helpless, powerless. This is not what I expected. This came as a shock. This is bad news. It just shocked me. I didn't plan for this. So it's what feels like, like a curveball.
Hmm.
This thing came out of nowhere. So it kind of catches you like by surprise.
Yeah.
But that's what's being resisted. So instead of
Yeah.
feeling
I
it,
guess I'm trying to find the resistance because I'm trying to accept it, right? I'm trying to say, yeah, okay, this is what it is.
well, the resistance shows up like that planning. It's very
Yeah.
sneaky. It shows up like the planning, the hoping, and the wishing, and the preparing, and the all of that is kind of like this busy action and that distracts you from just feeling it fully. Because wanting things to be better is actually a rejection of what is.
Hmm.
So it's tough. It's tough for like the mind to hear
Why
this.
does it have to be so hard? Like, why can't we just get realized? Like, why do we have to go through this torture chamber, to like say, okay, now you're free.
Yeah. It's tough to hear it. It's tough to hear it, but the acceptance of what is beyond right or wrong, good or bad, just and unjust, should and shouldn't. So you see how there's actually a lot of that happening. This shouldn't be happening. This is not fair. This is not right. I don't like this. I don't want this. This is not okay. So acceptance is beyond all of that. That
Yeah, I guess
without
I don't know what acceptance is.
without the right or wrong,
It seems like a big complicated thing right
without
now.
judging the situation, without judging the situation as right or wrong, good or bad, fair or not fair, without that judgment, without interpreting the situation, without trying to change it, then what is here? And whatever is here right now is okay. It's okay to feel whatever you are feeling. There's nothing wrong with how you're feeling or what you are feeling. You don't need to be strong. You don't need to hold yourself together. It's actually okay to fall apart right now. It's okay to just let the feelings flow. It's okay to just break. It's okay to just feel it fully. Welcome it fully. You're just allowing this to happen.
It's
There's
been
no,
like this, like this whole day has been like this.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's allowing yourself to feel completely helpless, weak. It's allowing yourself to just break down, fall apart, melt, to just tremble, to shake, to feel the weakness in the legs, to feel like you have no support. To just allow yourself to collapse. Now, just by just feeling a little of that, how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I mean, I see the experiencing in the awareness, and then I see the pain inside of it. So yeah, it's surrounded by awareness, and then slowly it disappears.
So there's experiencing before the emotion, during the emotion, and after the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing that the experiencing was untouched by it, not affected by it. That the experiencing is the acceptance.
Mm.
In experiencing it fully, it is unconditional acceptance. See that the experiencing is not judging it, it's not interpreting it. The experiencing just simply allows. It's wide open. It's the experiencing that is unprotected. You see how it's not guarding, it's not protecting, it's not shielding. It's completely naked. In this sense of it being wide open and unprotected, it's completely vulnerable. But it's also invulnerable. Nothing touches it. Nothing can threaten it. Nothing can hurt it. There was a painful emotion that was just experienced, but was experiencing hurt in any way? No. And it's you that's experiencing. So this experience right here of just feeling this fully, like this, it's helpful in the sense that it reminds you that it's okay to feel anything and everything. That what you essentially are is not touched by it. As painful as that emotion may have felt, did it not feel good to feel it?
Hmm. That's an interesting question.
If not, then you haven't felt it fully.
It did feel good. Hmm.
To feel an emotion fully is the absence of resistance. And the absence of resistance is happiness.